Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would not be constrained by the small.
Listen, I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again.
Oh, you like that? With all the fancy cinematography, the thought-out sound design, and fancy camera panning? Well, too bad. The focus group said they could only handle this kind of stuff for around 1 minute and 13 seconds. People don't want this, they want memes. This game is from 2007, that's almost as old as my average viewer. I gotta make this interesting, so here's the story of Bioshock 1. Your name is Jack, and you're on a plane in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, until that plane crashes. Now you're just in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. You see a lighthouse off in the distance and swim to it, where you find a big ol' statue of some guy and some pod you decide to hop into. One lever pull later and you're descending into the deep, where you get a PowerPoint from a man named Andrew Ryan, explaining his philosophy of anarcho-capitalism, a world where government, religion, and the collective can't have control over what a man is owed for his labor. This led to him creating the City of Rapture, a place where the only thing stopping a man from making it big is his own ambition. It's a pretty interesting philosophy, but instead of watching that, let's check out a PowerPoint made by Call Me Becky on why kneecaps are a privilege and not a human right.
Hi, I'm Becky, and this is my PowerPoint on why kneecaps are a privilege and not, in fact, a human right. Reason number 1, go f*** yourself. Reason number 2, I'm hungry and kneecaps have no nutrition, but neither does anything off the McDonald's menu, so it's a win-win situation. Reason number 3, babies aren't born with them, so you don't really need them. Reason number 4, kneecaps are basically frisbees, and their only purpose is to be thrown across the lawn.
After getting a view of the beautiful underwater city, you're immediately witness to a murder. Rest in peace, Johnny. Then this terrifying abomination does her battle cry. You're told to grab the radio from the pod, where you meet your radio buddy for the game, a guy named Atlas. He tells you to pick up a wrench and your journey begins. It almost ends pretty quickly after you spot a random glowing substance and decide the best course of action is to inject it into your arm and see what happens.
Hold on and everything will be fine.
It doesn't go well. And you get a view of a creepy little girl and a giant drill-handed monster in a diving suit, speaking blue whale.
Maybe a different dialect.
You fight off some splicers with the newfound electric powers you got from doing drugs. Then Atlas tells you about his family and Neptune's bounty that he has been cut off from, and asks you to head there to help save them.
Hey bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet!
Atlas explains that once plasmids, like the electric one you took, were invented, everything went to crap. People killing each other, bodies being deformed by splicing too much, and a lack of Adam to charge them. After zapping a few more splicers, you see this ghost that scared the crap out of me. Apparently, the shortage of Adam caused them to recycle it out of the dead, leaving some memories behind from Adam you've used that was once in someone else. You then see how this Adam is recycled, through little sisters who go around collecting it with big syringes. Because of the shortage, people are willing to kill the little sisters to take the Adam inside of them.
What would you do if there was a child right in front of you?
That's where the big daddies come in, whose job it is to protect the little sisters.
All aboard, motherfucker!
The entrance to Neptune's bounty is blocked off, Atlas saying Andrew has discovered you, and now you need to head to the medical bay to find another way around. Andrew Ryan pops up on a monitor thinking you're an agent from the CIA or the KGB or some other government looking to plunder Rapture. After reaching medical, you're introduced to hacking, which is okay I guess, not the most fun mechanic. You're told by Atlas you need to find Dr. Steinman. He has the keys you need to get to the emergency access route. You learn Dr. Steinman is a renowned plastic surgeon whose slowly went crazy after the discovery of Adam was made, letting him change people's DNA and making them whatever they wanted to be. With the lack of moral boundaries and rapture, Steinman eventually went overboard and went completely insane. I got a fire plasmid that let me light people and stuff on fire, found a shotgun on the ground I immediately regretted picking up,
Die!
and found a telekinesis plasmid that I was supposed to use to pull a key to me, but I'm stupid and Skyrim Fushro dod that thing out of existence. Oh, I see you. Alright, too dark. Turn the lights back on. Ah, I see. When I come back around, he's gonna pop out from around the corner. I see what you're up to, Bioshock, but it's gonna take a lot more than this obvious around the corner gag to get me.
I want him told! Give it a told, boy!
After getting the plasmids you need to progress, you find Steinman having a fit about another patient before tossing some insults your way.
He's ugly! 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 Look at you! Here he is!
Alright, I might not be the most attractive individual, but my mom says I'm handsome.
Excuse me, that is copyrighted material.
Don't worry, horse. With the revenue I'm making from this channel, you are sure to be well compensated. You kill Steinman and take his keys, after which you run into a Big Daddy getting yeeted, and someone trying to kill its little sister until a woman named Tenenbaum shoots him in the face.
Stay away from her or it is you who will be shot next.
Atlas tells you to harvest the little sister, while Tenenbaum, who created them in the first place, gives you a plasmid to free them instead. The point of harvesting them is to take the atom in their body. They got like a atom slug in their stomach or something, but saving them gives you far less than you get from killing them. After using the atom to upgrade your stuff, you run into your first Big Daddy to kill.
Hey, what's that?
Well, little girl, that appears to be a bloody stretcher with some flowers on it. Okay then, alright buddy. Calm down. I then made the mistake of shooting it.
You better stop!
And spent the next 10 minutes dying over and over again. Next, we head to the emergency pod to get to Neptune's bounty, which is apparently where Atlas' family is waiting. You find a camera and use it to research enemies, which gives you damage bonuses and other stuff. I got to this one part where my frame rate dropped to like nothing for no reason, and after researching for hours, searching for a solution, trying to find a way to solve my crappy FPS, I figured out if you shock this door open, it immediately fixes the issue. I don't know, man, I just work here. You eventually get to the pod where Atlas's family is waiting, just as Andrew Ryan blows it up, killing them. Atlas is understandably upsetty spaghetti and tells you to head to Arcadia, which will lead you straight to Andrew Ryan. Arcadia was a garden made by a scientist named Julie Langford to supply the city with oxygen. Ryan then turned it into a paid park like the mega capitalist he is. Ryan releases a gas that kills the trees, cutting off the oxygen supply to Rapture, leading to a lockdown protocol that will keep you from ever escaping the city if the trees die. You find Langford and she gets oofed, and you use her notes to get all the things you need to revive the trees. Now it's time to head to Andrew Ryan's house to exact revenge for some dude who you've only seen like once. On your way to the next pod thingy. I'm sorry, what? It's called a what? Okay, so my imaginary friend just informed me that they're actually called bathyspheres. It's like a ball you stick someone in, you throw it in the ocean. Apparently it was real fun. Just look how happy this man is with his life. So you're on your way to the bathysphere. Easy task. Just walk over and hop in. Very simple. Until it's hijacked by some artist guy named Cohen, who cuts off radio contact with Atlas, makes you go through his labyrinth of a setup filled with dead bodies cast in plaster, killing people and taking pictures of their dead bodies to place on his art display that he shows his appreciation for by letting you leave without trying to fight you.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the f*** is that?
So of course the first thing I did when he was done talking was shoot him in the head. That sequence took like 5 hours to complete the task of walking into a pod and pulling a freaking lever. Now we are headed to Andrew Ryan's office to murder him for some reason. When you get to his office, you notice his odd choice of decor and a big old generator thingy keeping his door closed. After building a bomb and blowing stuff up, you're able to open the door and head into Ryan's office. He then activates a self-destruct sequence for the city. As you approach his office, you come to realize that the entire time Atlas has been controlling you with the phrase, "Would you kindly?"
Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
To prove to you how much of a free man he is, Andrew Ryan then uses the command to make you kill him using his own golf club.
A man chooses, a slave obeys.
Choosing by his own free will to die.
Obey!
Atlas then commands you to use Ryan's key to cancel the self-destruction of the city, revealing that he is actually Frank Fontaine, a crooked ex-mob boss that went into hiding after trying to kill Ryan. You've just given him control of the city and now he doesn't need you anymore, but some little sisters help you escape through the vents. Turns out, you're the child of Andrew Ryan's mistress and were sold to Fontaine, where you were genetically modified to age faster and follow subconscious commands. You were then sent to the surface with fake memories with the task of returning to unlock the bathyspheres and other doors that Ryan had locked to his DNA. The little sisters take you to Tenenbaum, where she tries to remove the mind control commands from your brain. She removes the "would you kindly" command from your mind, but Fontaine uses another that's slowly stopping your heart. You get to the lab of Dr. Suchong, the guy that helped create you, and find the cure for your mind control. After drinking it, you're now a free man, free to do whatever you want without wondering if you're being mind controlled. But then you immediately start doing exactly what this Tenenbaum lady tells you to do. While chasing down Fontaine, he smashes a control panel, so you need a little sister to get through the doors for you. But to get them to help you, you need to turn yourself into a big daddy. After looking, sounding, and smelling like a big daddy, you then protect some little sisters while they lead you to Fontaine.
None shall pass. What? None shall pass.
I must cross this bridge.
Then you shall die. Just a flesh wound.
Being gifted a syringe by the little sisters, you go off to fight the final boss, Fontaine himself.
You wanna get serious? Can I get you little...
Alas, Fontaine, you are no match for my ultimate move. Yeah, just look how quickly I drain your health with my wrench. You are no match for my power. Okay, so now apparently my wrench does absolutely no damage. This just got a lot harder.
I'm barely getting started.
With Fontaine defeated, you then adopt and raise 5 of the little sisters you saved, who are all there with you when you die of old age. That is literally how the game ends. That is the most clean, wrapped up ending I've seen in a while. Unless you harvested the little sisters, then you try to take over the world. Thanks for watching, everybody. I know we got a lot of new people here recently. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, share it with a friend, stuff like that. I'm working on starting a giveaway if we can get the sub count up high enough, so keep an eye out for that. Y'all have a good night. See ya.